Nisbet. I'm one of the founders of the church. I'm not currently serving on session at the current time. I'm retired, both from the job and from leadership in the church. But we have a story today that we want to tell you.
And I'm Jean Nisbet, his wife. Bob and I would like to share with you a little story of how God has been faithful to our family through the years. Many years ago, Bob and I were happily teaching at a small Christian college in Ohio. But the college was having some difficulties. They were experiencing declining enrollment, and being the last faculty hired, we would have been the first to be let go. And so when a company in Santa Barbara offered us both jobs, we jumped at the opportunity. It was a company that was doing the environmental impact statement for the MX missile project. And as we worked on the project, it became very clear that it would have been an environmental catastrophe had it been actually built. So fortunately, the president canceled the whole project. But for us, that was financial disaster. I was laid off immediately in October, and we were really worried. We had 3 kids. We had a mortgage, a car payment, doctor bills, and Christian school tuition. How are we going to pay our bills? Surely God would understand if we stopped tithing. I mean, we had obligations. But we had some savings, so we figured for the time being, we'll continue tithing and just trust that I would get a job very soon. And that's what happened. In January, a small startup company in Goleta offered me a job, and we were ecstatic.
But the very next day, I was laid off. And that cast us back into what we viewed sort of as the valley of the shadow of financial death. And we were worried. We wondered, should we revisit our decision about tithing? And we talked about it, we prayed about it, and we studied scripture, and one verse jumped out at us. And that was the statement and teaching by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 6. And Jesus said, why do you worry about what you will eat, or what you shall drink, or what clothes you will wear? Consider the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your Father feeds them. How much more valuable are you than they? And that did it for us. We decided that we were just going to keep it on with our tithing and let the Lord worry about the expenses. We didn't know how that the end would meet, but we trusted that something would happen. We always made our bills. Our doctor was patient. The Christian school was patient. And this went on month after month after month. Something always happened so that we were able to pay our bills. For a year and a half, 18 months, this happened. And then I found a job up at Westmont. Then I moved into research, and I was doing research on campus when I got a call from another researcher doing forest modeling, like I was. And he said, hey, Bob, I want you to come to AT&T and help me build a modeling and analysis team.
Meanwhile, I stayed with that startup company for 11 years until it finally closed. And although I experienced a number of other layoffs in the intervening time, the Lord always blessed me with another job within a couple of months.
And the Lord has blessed us mightily in that time and continues to bless us far beyond what we could ask or think. And all the Lord required of us was simply to trust Him. And so we commend the same trust to others whenever we get the opportunity.
This experience has taught us two things. First, that Bob and I should never work for the same company at the same time again. And second, the same Lord who began a good work in us many years ago has continued to bless us far beyond what we could even have imagined.